separation part of the machine.
How do you shut down a combine? The answer is second nature to Texas farmers, but not to many firemen or EMTs that serve rural areas. It's with this in mind that the Travis and Williamson County Farm Bureaus conducted a first responder training in Taylor. In the course of a few hours, about 30 emergency personnel from 4 counties had the opportunity to spend time with local producers, hearing the lessons experience has taught them.
2 years ago, we did this on a little bit smaller scale and got a very good response, and so we felt like it was time to do it again.
The nearby Case and New Holland dealership Williamson County Equipment provided all sorts of machinery for emergency crews to inspect, including balers and tractors and even a fancy new cotton picker. Dozens of Farm Bureau leaders turned out to man each of the 6 stations, helping responders understand how these pieces of equipment work and some of the issues they might face. Issues like a basket fire on a cotton stripper. A misunderstanding between one volunteer leader and a local fire department surrounding that very problem provided the inspiration for this day of training.
They spent most of their water putting out fire that was on the ground and never came to where the stripper was to help me out with it. And from that point, we decided we needed to try to figure out a better way of doing things, because the cotton was just in a pile out in the middle of a field. It's not going to spread to anything.
Although a fire was the spark of this biannual event, all sorts of emergencies are covered. From overturned combines to arms caught in an auger to farm chemical spills, the responders walk away with a wealth of knowledge they might not have known otherwise.
Out of the 30 people that we had from the emergency response community, maybe 5 or 6 that were really from a farming background. So that tells us that most of our firefighters or our emergency responders don't come from a rural area anymore.
You have a kill switch right over here.
The hope is such training will help prevent rescuers from diving headlong into something that can make a situation worse. Unfortunately, training sessions like this are few and far between, but if the feedback from these public servants are any indication, ones that are in high demand.
To be able to find out what controls to what and what we could do as far as getting someone out of a situation for a worst case scenario, I'm very grateful to have a part of it and be able to be on the receiving end of the knowledge that was passed around today, and trying to be a sponge and soak up as much as I could.
For TFB News, Ed Wolf, Taylor.